Griff was talking about the event that we did last night at the God is Dope store. Shout out to Sherrod at the God is Dope store for allowing us to be in his establishment. Really, really cool store. I'm sure you've seen us wear his shirts. God is Dope. But we were there, and we were talking about something that I had talked about a while ago on the show. I was talking about trees. So like cedar trees and redwood trees, they grow really, really tall. But you notice whenever you go to a forest, there's always multiple trees. There's never just one tree that is really tall. Well, the thing about a forest is the way you get a forest is because trees need other trees to grow that tall. They need other trees to grow that tall is because of the roots. The roots begin to intertwine and create a strength that allows those trees to withstand the different seasons, the wind, the rain, the cold, the storms, and all the different things that happen in our elements in our world. I love the scripture that says, we are like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in his season. His leaves shall also not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. That's in Psalms 1, right? So back to the trees. So somebody was asking me if she had to go to church. She streams live, and do I have to go? And I pray with my family, and we're dedicated to it. We hear what the preacher says, and we take the scripture, and we talk about it, and that's it. And so I told her that she wasn't wrong, but she wasn't right, because the Bible talks about clearly, and God designed us for community. He didn't design us to be by ourselves, with ourselves. And most times when people are by themselves, it's because they don't like something, don't like people, don't like the parking, don't like this. It's something, and I just don't think that's a legitimate reason. That's not going to stand up when you stand before God. Why didn't you want to be around my people? Because I didn't like them. Well, that means you were not gracious or kind or forgiving or understanding. You did something to irritate me, annoy me, and so I just won't go. You know what I mean? The preacher wasn't perfect, so I won't go. It's funny, though. We don't stop going to the mall if we wear something and the clothes ain't right. We don't stop going to the grocery store if we buy the food and the food is bad. We still go. But when it comes to faith, the enemy has tricked us and deceived us to think that it has to be perfect or I'm not going. I spot your flaw. I spot your error. I spot where you messed up. I'm not going. See, you're wrong. But you won't stop listening to hip-hop just because there's a few hip-hop artists that don't have good intentions. But with our faith, the enemy has tricked us to be such analyzers and such nitpickers when it comes to little things. When the church is a place where you're supposed to come with your junk. It's where you come to get it right. And sometimes if a person comes in and they're bleeding, they may spill over on you, not intentionally. Nobody comes to church intentionally to mess up other people. Nobody comes and say, I'm going to destroy this whole establishment with my foul, filthy living. Nobody comes with that intention. They're trying to get it right. And so maybe you need to go back, and you need that strength, and you need other people to hear your testimony or for you to hear theirs, to be encouraged. You need to be around other people so your children can see other children whose parents pray and go to church, and they know that they're not the odd man out at their school. Maybe your teenager needs to be around other teenagers who are trying to figure out who God is and who they're called to be and what their purpose is. Seeing other people worship and lifting their hands and being inspired by watching somebody else worship. That's roots. That's its extending roots. Grow some roots at your church. Don't just go and leave. Don't just step in and step out because I don't want to be bothered because people might. That's fear talk. That's low self-esteem. Because what if you make great friends? What if you build great support systems? What if it evolves into something beautiful and amazing and you build lifelong friends that pray for you and cover you and hold you accountable? It's great possibilities when you believe in community, because I believe in it, and I hope you do too. That is my Ericaism for the day, ladies and gentlemen.